Hi everyone, welcome back to Newfoundland Gardener. Today, about tomatoes. Two main kinds of tomatoes. Determinate. This is the little low bush one. The little low bush one. But he's full of little tomatoes. That's your determinate. And then you got your indeterminate. Ones that need to be staked or tied up. So, Doreen's determinate is mainly on her bridge. And the indeterminate is in here. So the indeterminates are as tall as me. Well, not taller than me actually. So that's your two different kinds of tomatoes. But then you got tomato variety. Lots of variety. This little tomato grows these little tomatoes in like a little cover. And then you got the beefsteaks, which grows their tomatoes big. So many different varieties, two different kinds. Okay, so if you take a look, the tomato plant loves trying to put down roots. So you got the stem. If it was buried deeper now, this would all become root to help stabilize the plant. But because they're in here and they're sat in sacks or buckets, whatever you decide to grow them in, then you got to tie them up, and you got to tie them up yourself, right, and support them as they grow. Doreen's on her way home today, so when she gets there, we got a bit of work to do to get caught up in things in the greenhouse. Now, if you get a tomato that produces really well for you, and you found out that this tomato is growing awesome there, then when he turns red, get the seeds out of it. Get the seeds out of that tomato by just greening them. Take the tomato, cut it, squish the seeds out. You can give up. Well, you haven't really got to give up tomatoes. Just take the seeds out for next year's growing, because if he done really well for you and he's really strong, good variety, and he produce a good big tomato, then get his seeds out for next year. So I've rarely used this, but when I go to the other one, this one don't need to be watered. This one is sitting on moist, but heading towards the dry. You see the bottom, red, green, and blue. So this is when you gotten, this says dry, and it says wet. So you read the hand from there. You switch the switch, and it goes to light. You read the top, dark and light. So a little bit dark is a little bit of a dull day. Put back into the moist setting, and that one's good as well. This one is wet. So we're going to definitely water the ones that says dry, and it's a real good, especially for new growers. People overwater things and get sickness from their plants. This is a good little meter. He's like, I don't know, $16 on Amazon or something. I've had him for years and find it a very good thing to use. So It's a little bit dry. It's getting towards the dry. So the eggshells are in there. So she's heading up towards the mice. And you can hear the rain again. We've getting some rain lately again. So as you can tell, this fellow don't need to be watered. This fellow definitely don't need to be watered. This fellow don't need to be watered. Nope. Too wet, yeah. So, one of Doreen's tomatoes. And this is blossom in rat. It's usually a calcium deficiency in the soil. Sometimes it comes from overwatering as well, so that's why the water meter is really good for new growers. But blossom in rat, eggshell, calcium. Crunch them up. You can blend them too. The smaller they go into a powder, the better. I also add a calcium tum, a couple of tums in this, and a magnesium pill. I take magnesium for my knees and for to stop those leg cramps. Plants need magnesium as well. So this is the last. This is a couple that had the blossom in rat. So I'm going to put it on these now, and in the next few days I'll get crunching the eggs and get put in all the pots, because of showing up here, your fish might be calcium deficiency getting in the soil. So if you don't want to do this, you can add some compost. Compost will do great on top too. Let it run down through. But if you're really showing up and it's showing up like this, and you really got to get rid of it fast, you can soak some Tums in a spray bottle, crunch them up, mix them, and spray it on the leaves, and it'll absorb in through to the leaf. So it's blossom in rot, and we're going to try to treat it. A little bit of calcium from the eggs are going nice ways, and we got to get it on the rest of them. So we really got to get cracking. Tomato flowers are shaped like a bell. The little female part is on the bottom. The male pollen is up on the base. So in order to pollinate these tomatoes, it's really simple. You just touch. Tickle, tickle, tickle. So you don't have to go around touching all the pollen, the flowers, to get it to work. You just put your fingers, pollen, the flowers is up here. We put our fingers into the side of the plant, and we're just going to gently vibrate the flowers until they shake up there. Shaking them. This is making the pollen fall. And when the pollen falls, it's going to pollinate the flower. So I just goes around a little tiny light vibration, put up through the plant. See the flowers shaking. And when the flowers shake, they get pollinated. So that is a pretty simple way to get lots of tomatoes growing. So as you can tell, I've been tapping on the stems. Puts a little vibration up through the plant. And I've been doing this since I've been coming here. So, just a little shake. Because there's no wind in the greenhouse, so sometimes we gotta help Mother Nature. We gotta be the bee. Just some little gentle touches. Send that vibration up through to the flowers. And if you feel comfortable making the plant feel comfortable, you can make the sound. This is a nice little variety, look. This is a little bush variety. Determinate, not indeterminate. Indeterminate, not determinate. So, determinate is a little low bush. Indeterminate or vining tomatoes. Just give them a little shake, a little tap. Watch that, watch for them flowers. Shake the stems. A good time to do this is in the morning, and in the evening is the greatest pollen. But when I'm here and I'm watering, I just give the shake anyway. So I'll go around and shake all of them and get the pollen flying. So how's you making out with your tomatoes, and how do you find, what way do you find best to pollinate? Doreen knows the name of these. I got the name of these forgot, which is not strange for me, forget the name of something, but I do. But I'll ask Doreen when she gets home. She knows the name of this. So I'm coming over on the cucumber side of things. And the cucumber is gone up the wall too. So Doreen is on her way home. Rod's out pollinating, sis. So when we all start here now, the yield is going to be totally awesome. The greenhouse is well covered in, so there's not a lot of room for pollinators to get in there. So you got to go around and do the best part of pollinating yourself. So Doreen's apple trees, look, they're going crazy. They're nice, eh? So this is the thing about tomatoes. Pluck off the suckers. Watch for the leading vines. Let them grow. John done a great job in his video. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. That was a great video about tomatoes. And today, thanks for the one about the cucumbers. So my cucumbers, they're coming. And there's a little female right there getting ready to open. And the big fellow up here, there's a fat boy one. He's gone on across. So anyway, I hope you're having great success in your greenhouse as well. The site on Facebook is doing phenomenal. 3,200 people, something like that. Appreciate each and every one of you. Likes your comments, likes the people that's taking part and helping out. Lots of advice here, and sometimes if we don't get everything right first time, someone else just chimes in and gives us a little bit more advice on their end. So that's what it's all about. We're all just gardeners growing because we enjoy growing. So hopefully the next video Doreen will be finally on board with me again. She'll be back from her travels. I'm going to take you on a garden tour. Anyway, from Bob and Newfoundland Gardener, it is awesome to see everything take shape in the greenhouse. Hope you're doing well in your greenhouse as well. Anyway, Bob and Newfoundland Gardener, let's keep growing on the rock. Have a great one. Bye.